Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Reese here from C Manga and welcome to my review of Area D Chapter 45, Imprisonment, Survival, Action. So, this time we find out more about the mysterious lab of Professor Agatha, and you know what? I'm going to hold my hands up right now and say I was wrong with the whole theory that Jin being artificial altered. No matter how cool it would have been, I was wrong. I just thought that would have been like a really good thing to run with, to kind of like, because obviously they're in the lab and everything, and it kind of would have made sense, like why no one knows fully what his ability is because they manifested it, artificially, stuff like that. But anyway, let's get into this chapter, which was really, really good. It had this kind of messed up parts and stuff like that, but yeah, it was still really, really good, So Professor Agatha, we find out that he was the one who created Area D. Straight after that reveal, we kind of like jump 2 years into the future to find like a slightly older Jin. You see him running through a lab, and my god, these images that they put in this part are like quite disturbing. You see like a lot of altereds there. You see like severed heads just in floating jars. You see loads of them just there floating in jars to get like floating in giant tubes. You see guys all strung up being tested on, like pins and stuff all in their face and everything. They basically look like they're all dead and everything, just like they're just literally dissecting them. It's just really, really messed up. It's like, it's one of them things you don't exactly expect to see. It's like, it's kind of like, yeah, that's a lab thing, but it's one of the things you think like, wow, these guys were actually human not too long ago, and it's like they're being treated like friggin' cattle or aliens, stuff like that, So yeah, initially Area D was a test facility where Professor Agatha could basically perform his experiments on altered. What he was actually looking for with all this, it has yet to be announced, but speculating now, I don't know, I think he's kind of like, he could be trying to find a way to make himself even stronger or something crazy like that. I don't know, he seems a bit he doesn't really seem very like a stable person, he seems a bit insane. So anyway, moving on, we find like Jin finds Ray just like in a big tube, basically. He's obviously been experimented on everything. He breaks him free with a kendo stick. Where he got that, I'm not really too sure. I kind of missed that bit, I think. So when he grabs him and they try to escape, saying that, they need to get out of here. They're going to try like jump on a delivery truck to get out. But obviously, in true fashion, they get caught. Armed guards, they're pointing guns at them, just like, nope, you're not going anywhere. And to make it worse, Professor Agatha comes down from a friggin' spiderweb. It's like, what the hell? This guy, his abilities have changed so much from when we first saw him. It's like when we first saw him, I thought that, okay, he's got butterfly wings. Okay, you know what I mean? But now, it's like, he can utilize any kind of bug. Because like, from seeing him create spider webs, it's obviously a spider. Then he's like, his eyes change to like some crazy, it's like, first they kind of like go a bit flyish, then they change. He's got like weird feather eyebrows. The guy's just gone crazy. It looks nuts, It's changed. It's gone basically like a really radical change. But what's cool is that the fact that he can actually fully control it. So it's like they're going from looking 100% normal to grotesque beast. It's like, there's not many people who can actually fully control that, So anyway, apparently now he's earned a new ability, which is like he goes to some weird bug eye mode, and he's actually able to fully identify who's an altered and who isn't. You can kind of like see a weird wave emitting from their brain or something like that, which kind of like determines which one's which. So yeah, that's how he kind of like, he knows that Jin basically has an ability, but he doesn't know what it is yet, and like no one knows because obviously he hasn't activated it yet. He hasn't awakened. Same with Ray. Ever since that kind of incident where he like burnt that altered guy to a crisp, he hasn't been able to do anything. So that's why obviously they want to get out of there, because like, we're normal, we haven't got anything wrong with us and everything. But he's like, nope, you got something there, and I want to see what it is. So after this, obviously we get the final moment of this chapter, and you know what? Kaito and the Doctor's face, that basically just sums up this part 100%. It's like, for all of it, it was really, really serious, and then all of a sudden it's gone to like a bit of comedy kind of thing. So the comedy is basically obviously the strange Power Ranger like night dude turns up. His name is Golda, and yeah, he's basically there to kind of like, stop injustice and free the children, free the captured children. So yeah, judging by his demeanor, I don't know, he doesn't really look like anything too strong. It's kind of like this strange looking fat guy. But heck, you know, he might be able to do something. It could surprise me, you know. So from all that, I'm thinking it can go like, there's a few ways it can go, kind of thing, you know. So you got one which is I don't know, the kind of like one which you'd expect. This guy's actually going to be super super strong. He's going to go around kicking Agatha's ass. He's the one who kind of like is able to free all the kids, and somehow Ray and Jin get separated and Ray gets left behind. Obviously, why he's still in Area D. The other one is obviously Agatha bases like nope, just kicks his ass to the curb, completely annihilates him. And then there's one more which basically, I don't know, it could kind of like stem off the last one, where like Ray suddenly activates his powers and then it just completely corrupts him or something. It turns him evil, goes crazy, something crazy. I don't know, madness like that, you know, because obviously they still do need to explain like how Jin and Ray got separated and, you know, what their actual relationship is at the moment, because it kind of seems like Jin hates Ray and wants to kill him. So who knows where it's going with that. But you know what, whichever way it goes, we're gonna find out the truth behind Area D, like what is actually going on here, because there's a lot of secrets going on, you know. So yeah, that there is pretty much chapter 45. You know, really good chapter, quite interesting parts. The part at the end, it felt a little bit disconnected, but you know, heck, I'm alright with it. It was pretty cool. It was pretty funny. So with all that, rating wise, I'm gonna go over decent 8 out of 10. Decent chapter, you know. But heck, this is all what I think. You know, what do you guys think? What are your theories and everything? You know, obviously my theory last time was kind of disproved straight away. But you know, how do you think this is gonna go? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up. Really does help the series. And don't forget to check out the channel for more content. So I'll see you soon.